Wu-Tang Radio, we in the building. Tune in to Something for the Culture. Jazzy J and the God, all day, every day. You already know what time it is. The Woo, yo.
Yo, what's good? All the way from the 212 to you. It's your boy Jay Mills, and I'm holding it down right here with my girl Jazzy J. Straight for the culture. You already know what it is. Potent Depot, Potent Department, all day, every day. Heavy bar talk whenever the
And definitely a shout out to Something for the Culture, Jazzy J, and you also, Knowledge. Yes, I appreciate y'all so very much. And I loved being here, and this was a great time. So thank you.
Cool.
Shout out to Jazzy J, my boy Knowledge Born, Something for the Culture. You know what it is, Sway Sever, Team Homie. See y'all around. I'm around.
Jazzy, Something for the Culture. I don't know Knowledge to God. It's the most electrified. Your father's uncle, on your mother's side.
And, you know, with it, because...
Yo, shout out to Something for the Culture. You know what I mean? Jazzy J.
Salute.
Yo, what's the deal? This Supreme Resurrector from Supreme and the New Experience and 144,000 Chosen Few. Just letting you know, you're best to be tuning into Something for the Culture to keep the culture moving in the right direction. Jackson Smith. Keep it moving, baby. One love.
What's good, word? It's your man 7-4, man. Y'all be sure to tap in with Something for the Culture, man. Shout out to y'all over there, man. 7-4.
One thing everybody know, we folks turn the motherfuckers up. Y'all show y'all the purpose, that's the man.
To Something for the Culture for having me on, man. This is Something for the Culture, and it's something serious. Shout out to the culture. That's what it is. Shout out to the culture. Shout out to the culture. Shout something for the culture. This is something for the culture.
How you say you for the culture and you don't fuck with Something for the Culture? Shout out to Jasmine, Something for the Culture. Make sure that y'all tap in with them. That's not who you want to miss. You hear me? Jasmine has been supporting me since I got out of the penitentiary, and I love too much. Stop playing. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Something for the Culture. Anytime that you're curious about the culture, Something for the Culture gonna keep you updated and keep you in tune. Get to it. Love you, girl.
Yo, peace, y'all. It's your boy L Smooth Mensa, Midwest City veteran, Oklahoma representative. I hope y'all not sleeping on Jazz with Something for the Culture. She giving some of the best with some favorite hip-hop artists. I'm honored to be her first hip-hop artist that she interviewed several years ago, and she's still going strong, man. So make sure every time Jazz drops a dope interview on Something for the Culture that you tapped in. Always gonna give you the best and nothing less. I'm out. Peace.
Out to Something for the Culture for this amazing platform, letting me be on here.
King Power, an actor, producer, filmmaker on mainstream platforms. I want to give a big shout out to Something for the Culture podcast. They're extremely excellent with their work, and they will get you that exposure.
I want to give a phenomenal shout out to Jazzy J and Something for the Culture. This is the premier place and most dynamic place for the actualization of our culture. The good, the not so good, and the things that need to be improved. A microscope with a space of love, with a space of honor, and a space of dedication that comes from the love, patience, honor, and correction of a Black woman. Let me tell you something. Jazzy J does something that is phenomenal. It's something that is unique. It's something that is duplicatable. So whether we're talking about our elders, whether we're talking about our peer group, or we're talking about our youth, Something for the Culture is something that is premier for our people. So honest to Jazzy J and Something for the Culture. All right?
Hi, I am Shamika Cotton. You may know me from such shows as, oops, I can't talk about it because we're on strike. But in the meantime, how about y'all tune in to Something for the Culture with your host, Jazzy J. All right, sis, take it away.
Hey, hey, hey. I'm back. Season 9. And this season is going to be a little bit different from the norm. Tonight, I would like to introduce a very humbled man, a very outspoken man, a man that has been through great deal of, I want to say, a traumatic experience coming up. Mr. Murray Lee Blackwell. Welcome to Something for the Culture Season 9. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really don't like that humble word. I don't like that.
Why? You are a very humbled man.
Oh man, no. See, I got a bunch of courtesy. Like I'm a courtesy man. Like you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Humble is a very bad word. You know that they used to use that for us when we were back in the day. The white man used to tell us that. You hear me?
Well, I wasn't speaking in that sense. I was speaking in the sense of as in God fearing.
Oh, I feel
You would be a very humble man. I mean, that's how I perceived you. You know, based on talking to you. So very humble, indeed, very God fearing. Let's kick this interview off because we got a lot to cover, and I want to get your story out there as much as possible. So let's start with telling people who you are exactly. So I'm gonna let you take your time and tell us who you are, where you're from, and how we got to this point.
All right, my name is Murray Blackwell Jr. I'm from Harlingen, Texas, born and raised. I don't know if you look it up, like the 956, the valley. That's you know what I'm saying, down south Texas. I as a juvenile man, I went through a lot. You know, didn't grow up with no dad, didn't have no father, man. So I went to the streets as you know what I'm saying to get the guidance that it lacked at the house. So been a juvenile 10 times. Did 10 years in prison. Since I've been out of jail, man, like I try to get back to the community because I have done so much bad. So you know, I try to feed the homeless, help the youth. I done got a lot of people off drugs. You know what I'm saying? I try to do a lot of stuff out here. I own a record label with a very inspiring artist. You know, I got a boxer part of my, you know, some part of my promotion team too. Like I'm doing all kind of things to try to change, you know, my past.
Okay, I want to start with the time you did, because your story is very unique, but it's also a lot of story. It's not unique so much, but it's also a story that has happened to a lot of our black men, black young boys. Your conviction. Can you share the story of your arrest and conviction? What were the key events leading into your incarceration?
You said what? What you say at the end?
I said, what was the key events leading to your incarceration?
Oh man, I have heard about a lot of crimes, right? Like, you know, we watch them on TV. I done been involved in something, like, right? This particular situation is very different. Like, I feel like the police had it for me or something, you know?
So I want to tell the audience exactly what kind of led to your incarceration. So basically, you were 17 at the time, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you were 17 at the time, and you know, you was just a kid, basically, um, and you were held accountable for a so-called robbery. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the thing about this case was there was a witness in your case that saw everything that happened or took place that evening, but they were not questioned.
No, ma'am, they weren't.
Okay, so take us back to that when you got arrested. Take us back to that event. What took place when they arrested you from the time up to where you were getting your sentencing?
Was you want me to, like, after I got arrested?
Yeah. So when they arrested you on the spot or wherever, what took place from the time they took you in to where you were now getting ready to serve time?
I had got locked up in November, right? And this was my first time being in the county jail. I had experienced, like, I got beat up real bad. They broke my nose, like, you know, I had my nose to the side and stuff. So, like, I was trying to get up out of there, you know. So my first court that I went to was like the arrangement, whatever. And the lawyer told me, he was like, "Man, they got a lot of evidence against you." They got a lot of evidence against you, and I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean they got a lot of evidence against me?" He's like, "Yeah, man, like, this is not a case that's gonna be easy for me to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much evidence." I'm thinking like, man, but you must be looking at a different paper than, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to my case, right? And he's like, "Nah." So he acted like he looked at the paper. You know how they, you feel me? Act like he looked at the paper and he closed it. He's like, "Yeah, man, it's too much evidence." And I'm like, "Could I see what they're seeing?" He's like, "Nah, like, I'm not allowed to show you that." And at the time, I'm 17 years old. I didn't know that was a lie.
So wait a minute, before you go any further. So was this your lawyer saying that they were not allowed to show you your own paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, was this a court appointed lawyer or was this a lawyer that you got?
No, court appointed lawyer.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
So they told me that that, like I said, I couldn't see the paper. So I was like, man, like, you know, and you know, I'm a kid, so I'm like, man, this guy's supposed to be on my side. So whatever he tells me, like, you know, I'm gonna lean towards that, right? So he said, "Look," he said, "I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If I take this to trial, I'm like probably 90% I'm gonna lose this case because there's too much evidence." And he said, "I'm looking at you right now, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think you can do 20 years in prison." And he's like, "Man, I don't even think I can do 20 years in prison." You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm a kid. I'm young, man. I'm a baby, man. So you know me, I'm like, I'm scared. He scared me into, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm like, well, man, I can't do no time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they were trying to do at first. He was like, "Man, I got 5 years TDC right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what they're offering you because your juvenile record and all this." That's what he's telling me, right? So I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, man, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. I said, I didn't rob nobody. I didn't take nothing from nobody. Like, I got a robbery case and I took $0 and nothing. Like, it's crazy, right? And he's like, "Yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of evidence. Like I told you, I know nothing about the law at all." So when this happened, he said, "I'm finna go talk to the DA, see if I can get a better deal for you." You know what I'm saying? And so you won't do no time. You feel me? So I'm like, okay. So he went over there. He's probably over there for like 4 or 5 minutes. He came back. When he came back, he was like, "Hey," he said he can do 5 years TDC probated by 10 years probation, right? And I'm like, I don't want to do no time at all. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm innocent. And he's
Right.
like, "Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. You got to take this probation. If you don't take this probation, man, like I'm telling you, like there's no way I'm gonna win this case." So just imagine, I can imagine myself telling a kid what he was telling me, and I know I can scare a kid. You feel me? Like,
Right.
so every time I play this back, like when I talk about it, I think about it. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I was like, man, all right, I'll take the probation, right? So in my head, I'm like, man, my life's over with. Like I didn't care about life no more. Like I feel like I was dead already. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I was gonna get locked up. There's no way in the world I was gonna complete this probation. I was a young black kid out here in the valley where everybody hates black people. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way. Like my house was nothing but drug heads. Like everybody was drug addicts. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way in the world like I was gonna complete this. You feel me? So I was like, I didn't care. I didn't care about life no more. So when I got out, they let me out of jail. I'm gonna tell you something. Look, they let me out of jail, and instead of giving me 5 years TDC, probated by 10 years probation, the judge upped it. She said 10 years TDC, probated by 10 years probation. And I signed because my lawyer told me if I didn't sign, I was gonna get 20 years. So I signed it.
Hold
I
on
got
for a
out.
second, because I want to ask you this because I heard you said that you signed. Where was your parents in all of this? Because you were 17, you were underage. So where was your parents? Did they ever reach out or contact them or anything?
Nah, then you feel me? Like nah. Like my mom, she don't know nothing about the law either. Like it was back in the day, like it was real bad. Like how my family is right now, somebody go to jail, we getting them out. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, like we gonna get them out. But back in the day, like it was bad. Everybody was on drugs, man. Everybody was on crack cocaine. So they didn't care about me being in jail. You know, so let's just be real.
Okay.
And so I signed the paper, you know, 10 years probation. So I was like, the same day I got out, they put me on a monitor, right? A week later. The same day I got out, man, I told my mom and everybody, like, man, I'm probably gonna end up doing this time, man, because like I don't know, man. I feel like I was dead. Like I didn't care. I didn't care no more. I didn't care about nothing. You feel me? Like I feel like I signed my life away, and it was like there's nothing that can, you know what I'm saying, that nobody can do for me. You feel me? I was on drugs. I was on drugs. I started using drugs I smoked weed at 10. Then I got on cocaine. I was 12 years old. And my brother's homeboy that's 25, I think he was like 25 or 26, he put me on cocaine and crack. I was 12. So from 12 years old all the way to like 17, I was on bad drugs. And when I got out of jail, that's all I was doing. Cocaine, smoking crack. Like I was doing all this. I was a kid, man. I didn't understand it. Like, you know, I haven't touched drugs. Right now I'm 37 years old. I haven't touched cocaine or crack, anything like that since I was 17 years old. That's 20 years ago. But so I get locked up, you know, like I go on a run, they lock me up. So when I get locked up and I'm on a run, I'm telling them people like, hey man, like I wrote letters, everything. Like I was like, man, I never did this. You feel me? Like I was denied everything. Like I try to appeal, like everything I try to do, man, like it didn't work.
So
And
let
so
me
I
ask
was
you this, because in the affidavit that was signed the day after the PD, the pizza guy, well, the pizza delivery Domino's guy, said that there was a skinny black man that approached him at the residence while he was at the residence. And he had picture photo up out of the lineup.
never happened. Check this out. I talked to the pizza man recently. He's still a
Okay.
pizza man. He still works at Domino's and everything. And I told him
Oh wow.
I had made a video on my other Facebook before it got deleted, right? And I was like, man, it's crazy how like I hated this man. Like just think about it. I hated because what I seen, but when I got out of jail, I had got put on the newspaper, and the guy that was helping me write the newspaper, he reached out to the pizza man, and the pizza man told him, he's like, man, he never tried to rob me or nothing. He's like, he punched me. But he tried to say he never said the N-word. You said the N-word. That's why I hit you. But you know, ain't nobody gonna admit that. You know what I'm saying?
Now he did say though that he signed it because he claimed he was scared because you were very insistent and clinging to his car door, and you never offered to pay for the pizza. So that's why that's basically why he had stated himself why he signed it, which to me is a little shaky. You know, if you didn't get what I'm getting at is this: you are 17 years old, right? Okay, it sounds as if you was in the wrong place at the wrong time. What actually did take place? Did you see what took place with that delivery guy?
You said what?
Who was the actual person that robbed him? Did you see any of that take place at
No,
all?
no. He never got robbed. Like he said it. He dude didn't take nothing from me. Like when he went to the house, man, the house that he was supposed to deliver the pizza to, he
Right.
just said he was not gonna call the cops. He was because man, I was skinny, man. I was like 120 pounds, 125 pounds. Like, man, I didn't hurt that man. I was just trying to get him away from me because he was trying to talk to the girl that I was with. You feel me? Like, that was the main thing. I didn't care about him. I didn't care about him calling me the N-word. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he tried to talk to the girl, that's when I got mad. He said, what's her address? And I'm like, he said, what's the if she knew the address? And I was like, man, she don't live here. And that's when he said, I'm not talking to you, nigger. I'm talking to her. And I punched him. Like, ain't nobody trying to hang on to his door. None of that. Just got punched. Like, you feel me? I wasn't trying to take nothing. I've been a bad kid since I was like 12, 13 years old, and I stole a lot of stuff, done all kind of stuff. I wanted to take something from him, I would have took it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just point blank. I wasn't trying to take nothing. He knew it. That's why he said what he said. And it was
Right,
crazy
because he
that,
also said in the affidavit that he was scared of you because you looked like you were on drugs. Like he said a couple of things.
yeah.
And then he did say you punched him. He did say that you punched him. And then he, I guess, fled the scene after you hit him.
Yeah, I punched him, right? And he drove, how can I say, like 10 feet up. And I was like, man, I was walking towards him, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, and he drove to the house that he was, how you passed through my house 5 times, right? Nobody gave you this address, right? And when I hit you, you go straight to the house that you're supposed to deliver the pizza to.
So
hey, when I told that man I did 10 years in prison, he couldn't believe it. He was like, you did 10 years in prison for that? I'm like, yes, sir. They said I robbed you. You didn't rob me, you punched me. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't really hurt like that, you know? Like, it was
yeah,
more
because
like
he also said, I guess, Valley Morning Star, who reported on it initially, went to and spoke with the driver predominantly, and he said to his own mouth, I guess after the whole altercation occurred, that basically you did not attempt to rob him, but he did remember the incident, and that he also denied even using the N-word. He never said that.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, where did the cops get the story of robbery?
Hey, you know what? You want to hear this? Nobody really know about this. All right. I had a homeboy I used to hang with a lot, right? He was my homeboy. You feel me? Like, we were tight. Well, he had moved. Well, I guess he had did some robberies or whatever. They're looking for him, right? So they asked me where he was at, and I didn't give him the information. So the detective, right? He said, if you help me, I'm gonna help you. I didn't give him no information. So he said, you know what? Since you don't want to help me, I'm not gonna help you. I'm finna put this robbery. I know you didn't. He's told me just like this. I swear to God, on everything I love, and I'm lying, everything that I love will go. He said, I know you didn't try to rob this guy, but the simple fact that you're not trying to help me, I'm gonna put this on you. Because if you help me, I can help you. And I didn't help him, so he put this case on me. My
Does
family,
that detective still work as a detective to this day?
man, he's a cop. He's a cop now. He still works in that same place. Like, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like in 2017, like, man, I had it in my head like I was gonna go do something to. No, 2017, 2019. I had it in my head I was gonna go do something to this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like every time I try to apply for a job or whatever, like, they always ask me, felony, have you got a felony? Like, just think about it. I gotta work where you want me to work at because y'all made this fake ass case on me. You know what I'm talking about? So I gotta work certain places. I don't like that. Like, I want to be a real estate. I want to do all this. I can't do that because of what I got going on. You know.
Right.
And if
So now this arrest is still on your record. It hasn't been expunged or anything.
no, ma'am, I didn't try so much stuff. Like, and it's all, look, check this out. This is all over the news. I was on the front page of the paper, right, of Valley Morning Star. I'm gonna show you something. My story was so big on that paper that the dude got nominated for best story and best news story in Texas. Do you hear me? Like, that's how big the story was. Like, and it's crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. You feel me? That's
To
why I named.
rewind.
Huh?
Let's rewind real quick. Okay, so when the cop told you this, right? Yeah,
Yes,
he's
ma'am.
not going to help you since you didn't help him. When did you learn that you were going to be doing a 10-year sentence?
Oh, I learned I was gonna be doing a 10-year sentence in August of 2005. I got arrested by the Harlingen PD, and that dude, the same detective, he came in there and he said, "I can make this disappear." I'll never forget it, man. And he told me like this. He said, "I can make this disappear," and I'm like, "Nah." He said, "You know, you got 10 years, right? You got a hold on you, 10 years probation." And guess what? If you mess up, you messed up already, so you're probably gonna do that 10 years. I'll probably never see you again, because how small I was, man. He looked at me, he was like, when you come out, you're gonna be a sissy or you're gonna be dead. So, this was your chance to help
Is that
yourself.
what he said to you?
Yeah. Man, you don't understand how bad I wanna. Hey man, I don't even want to think about it. Like, I want to do that, man. It's bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I
So,
experienced it.
because it's very heart wrenching to hear that a 17-year-old black boy. Now, you have not, now, because I want to make this clear to the audience. Did you or did you not have a clear record before this incident beforehand?
Yes, I had never committed a crime as an adult. That was my first crime as an adult. Never in my life. Like that was my first case. Everything.
And the only evidence, did you ever at any time, even up until now to this point at age, have you ever seen what evidence they so called had against you?
They didn't have no evidence. It was just, there's none at all. Not a little bit.
That's crazy. So you basically did a 10-year bid with no actual evidence. There was no fingerprints, there was no weapon used. Basically, this was based on hearsay by the cops
Well,
narrating that you kind of just did this crime. What was the energy like when you got your sentence, when you actually got in front of the judge? Because from what I heard, the judge had already had a bad reputation for, putting black men in prison.
not only that, but that judge had, while I was in prison, she was supposed to go do federal prison time because she was messing over people's cases. It's all kind of stuff out here, man. Like, you I'm from a place where black people don't get help. And a lot of black people that's around me, they don't fight back. When they see me trying to fight back, trying to succeed, they try to tear me down because they're like, "Why are you trying to do that? Like, you don't need to be up there. Come down here with us." Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no fight out here. Everybody says I'm crazy and everything I do, and I do so much good stuff, so it be messing me up. But it's like, like everything that I stand against is good. I don't like people on drugs. I want kids to have their fathers. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all good stuff. It's nothing bad. But they try to make it seem like you hear me, like I'm negative, and I know I'm not.
So when you got in front of the judge, what was the energy like with the judge?
The lady looked at me and she's like, I don't want to give him probation. Look what she said. She said, "I don't give him probation. Look at him. I know he's gonna come back in my courtroom. I just know it." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh wow.
Like, man, you hear, and the reason why I'm saying this because look, at the time I probably didn't think how I'm thinking now. I'm older now.
Right.
I didn't learn the law and everything. So now it's like I said, when I relive the situation, it just hurts me more. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't really explain it. Like,
So when you were getting your sentencing, what is your lawyer saying to you? Because I know at that time when you're getting your sentence and the trial is going on and everything, what the advice that your lawyer was giving to you as you're sitting there?
man, you talking about when I was getting my either the probation or I was going to prison?
When you were going to prison, I guess. That's
All
what I'm
right.
getting to.
When I was going to prison, right? The lady, she told me, she's like, yeah, I'm letting you know right now that they're probably not gonna be able to do nothing for you, right? So I'm like, what? So I tell him, I'm like, man, like there's nothing. And she's like, nah, like there's nothing really we can do for you, right? So I said, man, I never been to save peace. So I start naming all these stuff, right? Like, cause you know when you violate probation, you know there's all these things, right? So
Right.
I start naming all these stuff, like, you know, and she tells me, she's like, I can probably get you at a boot camp, then they'll give you short probation, right? So I'm like, what? What's that? And she's like, that's the only thing we can push for. Man, they knew, look, the lady knew, like she knew the whole time that I was gonna do my sentence, right? My whole 10 years prison. She didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
They sent me to this TDC boot camp, right? I never
Mm-hmm.
went home. I went to the TDC boot camp, came back to county jail. I stayed in the county jail for 3 months and went back to prison and came home in 2015.
So what was your daily life like in prison? Like what was some of the biggest adjustments that you had to make?
Being around black people. I was a black man. Just think about it. I show you my class pictures and everything growing up. I was the only black kid in there. You feel me? Like it was so bad that people would call me like Negrito and Mayate, and I didn't know what that meant. And I'll call them back, and I'll go and they'll put me in the office for that. Like what? But I didn't know nothing about that. I didn't know that Mayate and Negrito mean my color. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So like, man, I'm telling you, man, I experienced a lot of stuff down here, man. That's why when it comes to like, when I say I've been through hell and I still show love, I can't believe that I still do it. You feel me? Like I still care. Because you got to understand, man, there's people that have been through what I've been through. Man, them
Of
people are
course.
crazy. They're out here raping kids. They're out here doing all kind of crazy stuff, like killing people. Like they're doing all kind of crazy stuff. And I'm still out here. I still care. I still try to help. I still try to do a lot of stuff that, you know what I'm saying? That I don't get no credit for at all. But it is what it is, you know?
I want to know if you ever heard of this person before, because he's in the same state you were in, and this happened to him. Christopher Scott. Is that name familiar to you?
No, I don't think I really know who that is.
Okay, so Christopher Scott, he was a past guest of mine. His incarceration was big, huge news in Texas back in the 80s. He did 13 years. 13 years for a murder he did not even damn commit. Okay. The reason why I'm asking is because it seems like Texas, and we've all heard of Texas laws are crazy. You know, they are. I don't understand how some of the laws even get passed there, but Texas laws are out of this world. Christopher Scott was in the same predicament as you. Wrong place, wrong time. They pinned a murder on this man, and they took 13 years of his life. Didn't even commit it. The man that committed it told him that he did it. Told Christopher Scott that he did it, and still they did not go get him. Actually, leave, let him go, and they awarded him $1 million for his time in there. To me, which is not, nowhere near sufficient enough for the
Yeah,
time he completed.
yeah. I'm gonna
He
tell
went
you like
on
this.
to do a movie, which is you can find on Amazon Prime whenever you get a chance. True Convictions, and him, two other guys, two white guys, who were also wrongly convicted, came together to help others in you are in his situation. My next question to you is: do you think that Texas is fair when it comes to the judicial system?
No, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Okay.
It's horrible.
And do you think that, I mean, even though we can hear it all through your case, that it sounds like racism played a huge part in this. Did you see that firsthand? I mean, of course, they said the guy called you a nigga, but from the cops and the judge, did you feel that racism as you
Oh,
were
look.
going?
When the cops came to my house, they know exactly who it was that did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just think about this. Check this out. The lawman that came to my house, he picked me up before as a juvenile. like as a runaway, right? So he knows my name. I'm talking about we didn't see each other about 4 or 5 times. He knows my name. So he said, "What's your name?" I'm like, "What?" Because you look, I got arrested for failure to identify. So he tells me, "What's your name?" I'm like, "You know my name. Like, why are you playing with me?" And he said, "No, I don't. What's your name? Quit playing. Like, tell me your name." And I said, "My name is Tyrone Lee Jones." He said, "No, it's not. It's Murray Blackwell. Put your hands behind your back. Failure to identify. Like, you already knew my name. Why are you playing with me? You already knew my name. You knew my name, exactly what my name was. Why are you playing with me? Because you didn't know what was going on out here. All the pizza man said that somebody punched him. So instead of like you charged me with assault, you got mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, hey, look, they roughed me up and everything when I got back to the jail cell. They roughed me up. My elbow touched my head, like all kind of stuff, right? You know? And they charged me with attempted robbery. That was my first charge. It was attempted robbery, a 3rd-degree felony. When I got an indictment, my indictment was 2nd-degree felony robbery. How could you, you know what I'm saying? How could you advance this? Like where? If anything, it's supposed to be dropped down to, like I said, a simple assault.
Right. What I don't understand is because there was a witness. There was a witness that saw the entire thing unfold. Okay. Why was she never brought in for questioning?
They weren't they because they didn't care about. They didn't want nobody to help me. You think they cared about anybody helping me on my side? No.
So when
The dude didn't even do no photo lineup. That was fake.
So that never even took place.
It never even happened.
Wow. So when did it come to light that there was a witness and she basically saw everything that happened that proves your innocence? Take us to the point where it comes down to you're getting out.
She'll write me when I was in jail, and she said, "Man, I tried to go to the police station before, and like tell them like you didn't do it and all that. They didn't want to hear me. Like they said I should have came forward. And you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because in the story it says a girl's right there. Where's the girl at?
Right.
If the girl's right there with me, like why y'all didn't even attempt to do it? You know what I'm saying? You lied and said this guy picked me up out of photo line. No, he didn't. You just put this on me because y'all didn't know who the hell did it. You know what I'm saying? They came to my house. Look, check this out. They came to my house, and they didn't know if it was because it was 2 little black kids. It was me and my little brother, right? Well, he's my friend, but I call him my little brother, and we kind of look alike. So they didn't know who it was. And when he said his name, okay. So you know, he asked me. I'm like, bro. I'm like, man, you know my name. Like, why are you playing? You know exactly what my name is. Like, we know each other. Like,
Right.
it's crazy.
Was anyone close to you, family members or friends, that doubted your innocence at any
Man,
point in time?
everybody, man, you know how it is. But to this day, look, the people want to hate me so bad that they just don't. They know it's not true, but they still like the hate that they have for me. They want it to be true so bad, and it's not. You can get mad. It's not true. You know.
So when you were released finally after the 10 years that you done, what did the system, did they give you anything? Say, what was that like? Nothing?
Man, they gave me $100 and told me to get up out of there.
They gave you what, $100?
$100 and have a good life, Mr. Blackwell. Man, when I was in there, I got beat up. Hey, I got beat up so bad one time. I looked like you remember how Martin Orange looked in National Security Guard? Man, I look horrible, man. I didn't go eat for like almost 2 weeks because my face was messed up. You know, if they see you, they gonna lock the wing down. So everybody was like, man, just stay here. You know what I'm saying? And people giving me food and stuff. I got beat up bad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
was my next question was how were you maintaining in prison? Because I mean you were
yeah,
17 at the time.
yeah, it was
And
horrible.
they consider you fresh meat in there.
Yeah.
So how was that? How was life like that in there at that age?
It's like when I first got in there, I was so small, right? Like, you know, like and I was young, like you said, so everybody was always trying to like little bro me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you know, if you know who I am right now, I don't like bullies. You feel me? Like, I don't like bullies in no type of way. So when people try to little bro me, like, I'll fight. My first 5 fights in there, I got beat up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about beat up bad, like beat up. But I still try to fight. You know what I'm saying? I got in 12 fights my whole sentence in jail. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
So you did the whole 10 years in there, right? Now, once you got out, the lawyer that was appointed to you, have you since reached out to him? Have you even come in contact with him?
Oh yeah, now look at this. Thank you for telling me. All right. In 2017, right, I was at a party, and my little homeboy, right, he was trying to talk to this girl, and there was this dude that was kind of big. Like, there was a dude that was kind of big, and he was trying to fight my homeboy, right? So when he did that, my homeboy's a little dude. So I was like, man, leave him alone. Like, you know, pick on somebody your size, man. Like I said, it was 2017. And he tried to like go off on me, and I swung on him. I missed him. When I swung on him and I missed him, he ran off. He ran like he ran. He ran out of shoes, everything. Right, he ran over there. He gets to the police, and he's like, man, these guys are trying to kill me, man. Woo, woo. So the police come, and to me it was funny. Like, man, this dude got his shoes. I picked the shoes up and put them inside the car. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't trying to do nothing to him. I was just like, man, how you gonna try to pick on a little dude? You know, like that. I don't like that bully. You know, I don't like. I was in jail. I was in prison. I know how that feels. I don't like that bully. So I swung on him. So the lawman's come. This man's like 20 laws. They're like, you hit him with a bat? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. You threw a bat at him. You hit him with a bat. I'm like, what? I said, listen, man. I'm 270 pounds, man. 6'3". If I throw a bat at somebody, if I throw a bat at myself, I'm gonna hit that floor. Ain't nobody gonna, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just run. And he said, I said, did y'all take him to the hospital? He's like, nah, he didn't want to go to the hospital because it never happened. You think if somebody hit somebody with a bat, they gonna go to the hospital? Stop it. Right. So I get locked up. Check this out. I get locked up. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I had $100,000 bond, huh? I had $100,000 bond, so I'm in jail, right? And I go to church. I'm gonna show you how God works. This is crazy. I go to church, and the pastor, man, he see me down, man, like I'm over there, like I'm listening. It's like he was talking to me today, man. I start crying. So when everybody was leaving, he was like, something telling me to talk to you and pray for you, man. You know what I'm saying? What's on your mind, Mr. Blackwell? What's, you know what I'm saying? I explained to him, I'm like, man, like every day I think about, when I come in places like this, I think about me doing my 10-year sentence, and I explain to him, I tell him the whole rundown, the situation. At the time, I didn't know the lawyer's name, you know? So the pastor was like, man, this is my good friend right here. His name is Philip Cohen. You should give him a call, because what you just told me, man, there's no way in the world like you should have done time, right? So I'm like, okay. Right. So the next day, I give that dude a call, and I told him something good on her. Like, he accepted my collect call, and he talked to me, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the officers in there to bring you to the regular phone so we can talk on the phone. I'm like, okay. So I talked to him for like 10 minutes on the regular phone. I explained my situation, all this, right? He wrote down my information, all that. So he told me to call the next day and see, because he told me, he's like, man, there's no way in the world, whoever this lawyer was that did this for you, like, that guy's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to see what we can do, because I'm pretty sure I can help you with this situation, Mr. Blackwell. I'm like, okay. So the next day I called, and he said, no, I can't help you with this situation. You know why? Because it was him. It's crazy, right?
Wow.
That guy worked crazy.
And to answer the question that populated Rena Littleton, it was a public defender, not a paid attorney. It was a court-appointed lawyer. And if you know anything about court-appointed lawyers, they are paid for state, the government. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
technically they're supposed to be here for the people, for those who cannot afford proper representation.
but they're
But
not.
it is what it is. So, and yeah, so that answers a lot of questions. But that's crazy that it was him. That's crazy. So let's fast forward to now, because now you have went through this. You have you're older now. What has life been like since then? Have you through any trauma because of you doing time in there at the young age that you went in, or anything of that nature?
Man, I do, but it's like I can't like, man, you know how it is. Like man, I can't like, man, I can't show nothing because everybody's like, you grown, grow up already. Like it's crazy. Like the things I hear when I try to explain myself and me going through what I'm going through, like it'll blow your mind. Cause and it'd be crazy, like when I be like, man, I did 10 years in prison. Like I don't be like I did 10 years in prison because I'm a badass. I be 10 years in prison because it's sad that I did 10 years in prison. And so people be like, man, quit crying. Like it ain't sad. And those same people cry about going to jail for speeding tickets. Do you hear what I'm saying? I went to jail for 10 years in prison for something I didn't do. And and you telling me to be quiet and it's nothing, but you're crying about a speeding ticket. Like make it make sense. I don't listen. You feel me? I don't comprehend that.
Well, let me be the first to tell you this: that one, I am so sorry that you had to even go through that. One, at that young age, and two, as a black man, black boy coming in to being a black man at that time.
Oh, hey, check this out. Hey, let me show you why I went through the penitentiary and I was so aggressive to everybody. I was locked up, and like I told you, I was locked up in the county for 3 months. Then they sent me back to prison, right?
Right.
Well, when I was in the county for 3 months, my mom had came down there to see me. You know what my mom told me? She said she talked to my dad, and I was like, "Did my dad say he's gonna help you get me out? Did your dad tell you gonna help me? I mean, did my dad tell you that he gonna help me get me out? You know what she told me? She said, let him stay in there. He gonna be a man when you get out. Why you couldn't help me? Why you couldn't help raise me as a man? Like, why do I have to go through all that crazy shit? Man, I was in there with, before I got out of jail, I had 3 years left to go home. They had me in a cell with a person that had life with no parole.
So wait a minute, your biological father, who had a hand in giving birth to you, told your mother
Yes, ma'am.
to allow you to stay in there
It'll
because
make
it
me
would
a
have
man.
make you a man.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a little confused on how jail or prison makes anybody a man.
Like, shit, you and me both. I seen people come out crazy. I'm telling about, like, prison will change you. Like, I'm just telling you, man. Like, everybody, look, when I tell people I don't do drugs, the first thing people say is because you went to prison. And then I show them 5 or 6 other people that did probably just as much time as me, or probably even more. And they came out the first day and they got back on drugs. Like, man, people downplay my life so bad. Like, I can't explain it, man. Like, and I get tired
Well,
of it, man.
I apologize that the people. I'm gonna say this because in our community, and when I mean by our community, I mean the African American community. When any of us experience any type of trauma or anything mental, we always brush it off or try to ignore it. And we need to stop doing that. You went through a traumatic ordeal and an experience as a kid going into adulthood. And you're allowed to have moments where you break down because of what you experienced. That was a traumatic ordeal. You're 17 years old, a kid going to do prison, 10 years.
Hey, just imagine you here. Imagine you like being in my shoes, and I'm out here now, right? And everybody I see go to jail, and everybody get bonded out. I'm like, man, y'all, you feel me? Like, I'm like, man, y'all bonding people out. Then they did this. Like, you did this crime. Y'all did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you crying about something? You telling me to stop crying, right? Stop crying and stop talking about it. But I didn't do this shit. and I did 10 years. You do a crime and you commit it, and you're crying and telling everybody to get you out, but you did this shit, and you're the same people telling me, why am I crying about something I didn't do? Think about that, man. Like that
Now,
eats me up
you know what?
inside.
You're not alone, Mr. Blackwell, because I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Central Park Five. Those were 5 little black boys from New York at the time that were basically put in prison for a crime none of them committed. And they went on to have, matter of fact, you can see the movie on, it's a movie on Netflix about it, their whole story.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one that
matter of fact, the one Delicious married them.
Oh.
Well, the reason why I brought that up because each of them went through traumatic things, and they are still suffering to this day.
Yeah.
Especially Corey. Corey, that was one of the little boys. He was assaulted in there, sexually assaulted, beat up, all types of stuff. Do you know the type of mental breakdown you can experience from just one being in that situation just like you was, but to have to go through that as a kid?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you went through that, and my heart goes out to you, and I know that you are going to do great things in life. You're already doing great things. That you're out here talking to these schools, you're talking to kids, and I want to get into that because I just recently seen you go to a school and speak. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And let me let you. This is a safe space. You don't have to hide from being emotional here. This is a safe space.
Yes,
We are
ma'am.
not going to judge you here. You all right? It is all right to let it out. It is all right. Listen, you don't listen. Let me tell you something. I done been through a lot of things. This is from a personal standpoint. I have been through a lot of things in my life. You don't ever have to hide your emotion from anything that you went through. That is yours. And whenever you are ready to get through it, that is on you. Don't let nobody tell you or give you a time frame when you have to be ready. You understand me?
I just
Go ahead, speak your truth.
the reason why, how could I say it? The reason why I aim for the youth to hear my story so they won't go through what I've been through, So, and there's a lot of little kids like, have nobody talking to them positive. Man, they probably going through the same thing I went through as a kid. So to hear somebody like me, my story, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It gives them motivation. It gives them hope. You don't understand how many people I've helped since I've been out of jail. Like, it's crazy. And it always reminds me, like, my grandma, I love my grandma dearly, but she told me, like, when I was young that I wouldn't make it till I was 18, man. She was like, man, you're such a bad kid that God's gonna kill you before you turn 18. So I always had in my head, because it's my grandma, it's my lady's supposed to love me. She said, you wouldn't make it to 18, man. Like, and that really, like, I didn't really show it, but like, it really, like, it scared me kind of. And I really thought I was gonna die because I was a bad kid. I'm 37 now, I'm not going nowhere.
Listen, if nobody told you today, or recently for that matter, Mr. Blackwell, we are proud of what you're doing out here right now. You understand me? You out here being a voice. You are out here being influential. You are out here doing king's work, and that's what you are. So don't ever let nobody make you feel like you are less or not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? And we
Yes,
thank you
ma'am.
for the work that you're doing. Now, Mr. Blackwell, I want to, because this has been, I don't harp on the traumatic things that you went through because we're past that now. We're on to a new day. So tell us about the positive things that you are working on now and coming up.
Man, when I was young, they told my mom I wouldn't be able to have no babies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think he's frozen. Oh, we lost him. Well, oh, there he goes, right back. All right, go ahead.
I was always told that I couldn't have no kids
Mm-hmm.
because I had an accident when I was young. You know what I'm saying? And they told my
Right.
mom I wouldn't be able to have no babies. So I had in my
Mm-hmm.
head always like that. So I just think about it. Like I'll never have real love. Like that's how I used to look at it. Like I'll never experience real love, man, because I didn't grow up with no dad, and I'm not gonna be able to be a father. So I always did extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? I always was the best friend to have. Like you know what I'm saying? If you had me as a friend, like I was a great person to have. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I went the extra mile when I shouldn't for people that I shouldn't have done. But the reason
Mm-hmm.
why I said it because I had that attachment issues. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to get left alone. I just wanted to be loved. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't had friends that stole from me. I didn't had friends that have slept with some of the girls I used to mess with, like all kind of stuff, and I still kept them around because like I told you, man, like I don't want to be alone. You know, I was alone for 10 years, man. I was a stranger to everybody. Like you know, I didn't like that. So when I meet friends, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go the extra mile, man. I help them do all kind of stuff. Like, you know what I'm talking about? And
Right.
people took advantage of that. I got twins now, huh?
Oh, wow. How old are the twins?
They finna turn 2 on the 25th.
Well, look at that. Look at that blessing. Look at that blessing there.
It's like everything somebody tell me I can't do, I just do it. I don't know how. I'm not gonna tell you like, man, I got a specialty and all this, because I don't. I'm very persistent, man. Like I don't know how to quit, man. Like I've been through so much, man. I don't want to lose no more, man. Like I just don't want to. Like in that, I think I hate losing more than I love winning, and so
Mm-hmm.
I just don't stop. I started a record label called Pipe Gang Entertainment. At first it was just gonna be me by myself, and I was like, you know what? My brother, when I was in jail, he would always tell me like, my I got a handicapped brother. You know what I'm saying? And he'll always write me in jail. And I really couldn't understand his writing, but I always understand one thing. He said, when you get out, we gonna get a studio. And after that, I didn't know what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? You always say that like, man, you need to start a studio and all this. So I was like, I'm gonna do a record label. So I met this dude from California that was down here. You know what I'm saying? I made him part of my team. And I already
Mm-hmm.
had this dude that was around me, you know what I'm saying, that everybody always talking about doing a lot of like stealing and doing all this. So I told him like this, I said, man, why don't you turn your life around and become a boxer? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, stop everybody doing all this talking about you and you become a boxer. So he became a boxer. He's boxing right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing what he think. So I went to I went to Colorado in 2021. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you about the kid that you see I'm always sharing on my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Colorado in 2021, and we went to this competition called Coast to Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was in the competition, and it was the top 5 people. That's, you know what I'm saying, you get the place and go to the World Championship, which is in Miami, Florida. You compete for $50,000. So I made the top 5. We were tied for second. That kid, he didn't place nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, I was like, man, this kid, like when it comes to talent, you know, like, man,
Right.
he's better than all of us in here. Like, I don't know how he didn't play. So I started to talk to the kid, right? And at first, I'm gonna tell you like this, all I was thinking, like, yeah, man, I just, you know what I'm saying, like, we can do something with the music, cause, you know, but we built a relationship, man. Like, the kid told me the same day that he really, like, kicked it with his dad was when he really, you know what I'm saying, when he met me. Like, his dad was out his life and all this, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we built like a father and son relationship, man. It was.
Well, I want to say, you know what? Maybe things happen for a reason. Maybe you went through something traumatic to win in the end. You know, I just hate you had to go through that. But we're here now. You on the bigger things. You're gonna have an amazing rest of your life. Show your great talent and your great abilities. So let me ask you this question, because this is something that I ask of every single guest that has been on Something for the Culture, and this season is no different. So, with everything that you have went through and everything that you got your hands in now working on and doing bigger and great things, when you leave this earth, because tomorrow is never promised, what do you want your legacy to be known for?
He didn't give up, man. He was against all odds and he beat them. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I want you to hear this, and this is facts. Like, I'll post something, and, like, you know, when I post something stupid, everybody comes on. But when I post the positive stuff, like really deep stuff, like, nobody likes it. But I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you like this.
you're gonna get that. But let me tell you something. That's just life. That's with us, and that has a lot to do with, you know, a lot of things that happen to our forefathers and all of that, and it just has trickled on down. But that shouldn't stop you from not posting nothing positive.
Oh
That
yeah,
shouldn't stop you.
I'm gonna keep positive. It's not gonna stop me.
Regardless, you don't need validation. You don't need validation from nobody. If you wanted to be out here talking positive and doing positive things, keep doing that.
I got the saying. This is my saying. If I say one person a day, there's 365 days in a year, right? So that means
Mm-hmm.
there's 365 people I save every year. I'm good.
Right.
You know? So I don't mind that, like, you know?
Well, Mr. Blackwell, I want to thank you for taking your time out to, one, open up season 9 for Something for the Culture and being a part of it, and two, for letting us into your life and telling us your story. Because this is a story that happens to many, many black men and young black boys. And it's something that we need to put under the table and discuss all the time. And what kind of things we can do to change that narrative for our community. So thank you for taking your time out to even speak to us. Give
Yes,
us your
ma'am.
thoughts. I'm going to give you this time to give any shout outs to anybody you would like to shout out. You go ahead and take your time.
Man, I want to shout out to all my family, man. Let them know, man, I'm not giving up on nothing. I'm doing this. This is like you say, a legacy. You feel me? Like, when I leave this earth, man, I want everybody to go up to my babies and be like, man, your dad was a great man. Like, he did this, he did that. I don't want nobody going on like, man, your dad was horrible. You know, that's why I do what I do. I do all this because I know one thing. At the end, it's all gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this for no reason. Like, people act like I do it for. I got a lot of people say I'm doing it for clout. Like, you can't fake influence. You know, you can't fake influence. So
I know that's right.
shout out to Jasmine for putting me on here, allowing me to come over here and speak my truth. I appreciate you. And like you said, it's for the culture.
No, that's right. So before we get out of here, guys, I just want to highlight some Black businesses real quick. So this is the highlight portion before we get out of here. So the first Black business I want to highlight is Chantica People, who has the NML Creations and Event Planning, Greenville, North Carolina. Y'all please check her out. I promise y'all won't be disappointed. I have used her. She actually did my last child's birthday outfit. I was so amazed and I was so pleased with her work. She does amazing things. So check her out. I'll put up a link on platforms so y'all can reach out to her. Angela Berry out in Poughkeepsie, New York. My Shade Room. She does amazing work. I mean, she does fans. She has her hands in the different creations. Another person I've gotten work from. She actually did my family's Christmas decorations, the little Christmas wall ornaments with my kid's picture, myself and my mom and all the family that we put it on the tree. Wonderful work. I'll put her link up as well. Riri McCoy, Riri Nails, does phone cases, purses, nails. You want it, she got it. I'll put up her link as well. Y'all reach out to her, please. And these are all three wonderful Black-owned Black women businesses. Y'all go ahead and support. Again, this has been Something for Your Culture, and I'm your host, Jazzy J. Season 9 opener. Hey, we back, y'all. We getting ready to get into some great things this season. I cannot wait for y'all to experience. Next episode, next Monday, of course, same time, 8 p.m. We got a DJ battle. We got a big DJ battle coming. We got a past guest coming back, DJ Unique from Lost Boys. Icon. He's DJ for everybody. He was on here before last season. He's coming back to DJ and host. And yeah, we're gonna have an amazing time next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We out of here. Y'all have a great night.